Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I will show you my branded budget list for this meta. I'm saying this budget because I'm not playing any Harmonials or Dominus or the Solems. You don't need those cards. Actually, with this list, online at least, I have like an insane win rate. I only lost to one Kewl Tune player. I play like 5 of them. And the rest of the matchups you are branded, you are just farming them. I found Cocatorium to be really nice. Since branded fusion is on 1, it will be on 1. Then it's a nice card to replace it with. So you remove Gold Sark, the branded fusion, and 1 Aluber, and you are basically in play 3 Cocatorium. This build is more hand trap heavy. You see the droplets in the side deck. I wanted to play Veilers and Impers for the Kewl Tune matchups. Basically, whatever comes first, you hand trapped it, and you hope that works. Most of the times it does not work, but you can keep Imper for your turn. The Arzalen is not a problem because you can set an Albaz, then contact fuse into Alpalenadus. You generally have a good matchup against them, especially with Super Poly and everything. You have a really nice matchup against them. Omega, you'll never summon Omega in their matchup. Like, it's really rare for you to be able to summon Omega in the Kewl Tune matchups because they have so many hand traps, but most of the times you'll go into your Ecclesia line. Albion, it's not a must, it's a card that I like. In the grind game, you can make Albion, it's untargetable, it's an annoying end board piece to have. For the side deck, just 2 draws for the Mitsurugis, for the annoying rogue decks, for everything. 3 Lightning Storms, I don't think I like 3 Lightning Storms, it's just a testing phase, but I never use them. Most of the times, how I side deck is that I will remove 3 Fugalos, put 3 in Dragon's Mind, and remove 1 of the non-engine to put a Call by the Grave. Sometimes Droplet, depending on the matchup, but rarely. And then depending on the matchup going second, most of the times I'll just put evenly match and it's enough. And for Quaretis, you are playing Aluber, you are playing Quem, so that you just need a light or dark, and with your Super Poly it's great. You can fuse it in the mirror match, but in the mirror match you have so many targets to fuse. If branded becomes a more popular list and you see it everywhere, you most probably change this with a Sanctifier. I count opening to 1 since Aluber is not my main starter and it's Cocatorium. You don't need these 2-3, you can try 1 Nadir. Maybe Nadir will do more work than an opening, but I like to have the fusion protection pop. So depending on the matchup, if I know that like against Mitsurugi, it's good to have an opening in your grave because you can protect your monsters from Rakumo. Instead of playing Solems, you can just play Dragon's Mind. It's most of the times the same thing. Okay, you don't have the banish effect of the new Solem or the hand trap effect, but this is more than enough, and you get 2 negates for 1 card. And for people saying that it's too hard to have 1 monster with 2000 tag or defense, are we serious, guys? Like, you have Magnamut, you have, in the worst case, Shroud Dragon, you discard a card from your hand and it comes on the board. All of your extra deck has 1 of these 2 stats, except these 2, but okay, don't summon these 2 if you are setting this. It's too easy to meet the condition. A nice line with Magnamut is that if you have Magnamut and Quem, it translates to Fallen of White. So what you do is Quem, dump Mercurier, and then Magnamut your Mercurier to get into Albaz. That's a nice play around the cards. It's not optimal, of course, but in a hand that you only have these 2, you can get into your white boy. So this was for the deck. Let's go and watch some recordings. So we will start with the Malice game. I was going first, so they are going. Let's start with the Malice game. They are going first. So a lot of gas, no interruptions here. Let them do their standard Malice combo and see how we break the board. So here the only thing that you can watch and maybe copy when they try to summon with Ally Torker the red ransom. I just used Magnum to banish it so they have one less interruption and lose the recursion of it. Okay, we searched Fallen of White during the end phase. I was trying to bait the Ally Torker to its effect. I didn't expect the domino set there, then an imper. Could I have play around it? Not really. If I had Chaos Angel in the extra deck, maybe summoning Fallen of White. Then here my plan was Veilering anything, so I could stop them for going. Then I tried to bait. And then I was like, okay, I will just throw everything, hope it's enough. And they had some more negations. And then Albion searching Fallen was like my rescue card. I threw Fallen, Titanic Cloud for Quem. And like Quem will give me board so I can play in their turn and I don't die from silly Malice shenanigans. They drew a Magnamut. It was pretty good because give them gas to push. And again, Coretti. I made an Albion here, so Mercurier will become live and stop a Crypter for coming up back. Here I just use Quem like my graveyard at nothing, and I just summon an extra body, that's all. And like if I was going to die, I had Albion as well to summon another body on my board, so I don't die. I special summon Aluber, so just to have follow-up. Even though their time is up, they couldn't do much. Like even if they went to access code, then it's not enough. Game 2, they were going first. Duel is a good card, but no if they draw Diffuser. They they drew it from the spell. I guess sometimes unlucky. And they had enough gas to go. Like they didn't do anything special, but having Diffuser, Allure, Imper, MBT, one evenly was not enough. There is no point playing this game after the Diffuser stays. Let's go game 3. In game 3 it's a long grinding game. Trying to bait any Ash that we've got with high spirits, no Ash. No skin playing. Ogre here was a big hit. So here I didn't Fallen in the main phase in case they are playing Nibiru, but Nibiru in Malice is not that common, I guess. And for some reason they didn't impulse my Fallen. Fuga here was good for them because it limited my plays. Not setting Super Poly, it was by a mistake, but you will see that I needed a card in hand and for Albaz. So yeah, and I used Super Poly, but didn't matter because they impulsed the Albaz. I was a bit greedy with my Ash. I said if the hand is bad, I don't want them to go all in. So here this was already more than enough, but if they were able to draw, getting him didn't matter. So my plan here was like, I have 5 bodies and a Rimbram in grave. You are not killing me this turn. I will try to break your board and play the surviving game. Like when you burn the big boys, Malice, it doesn't have any grand game. So yeah, you will see he starts to pop with access code. He does some damage, goes into Crypter. Crypter is annoying because it can banish my Ecclesia whenever they want. They had Ash for the Albion as well. The good thing is that Crypter needs a Malice. So now their banish has no Malice cards in it. Here, High Spirits, trying. The plan here was I have an Albas and they have a Link Master. I can do Mirror Jade whenever I want, they don't have many life points. So I will always have 2 cards in hand. So I'm trying to bait interactions. This is a good card to draw now because I can set it later if I'm not able to kill them this turn. And Quaredis is always a 0 attack Crypter. Now my logic is I don't want any Malice to be on the board. I don't know why they didn't use Malice in Mirror. But yeah, they knew I had fallen. Attack, and game. Okay, so here we see a match duel against Elfnote. Again, I'm not that familiar with the Elfnote Power Patron Fiendsmith, I think. No, Fiendsmith is just Power Patrons. So, my Ash, I'm shotgunning it most of the times. Here I didn't think I found a good spot. So the good thing is that again you can set Albas and make Albalenados, but here I just wanted a Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade has much more value. So here they tribute the Dragster that allowed me to pop the trap, and the trap will not resolve. They change Regina, so it will not resolve anyway. Ash Regina, and their hand is a bit weak. But they ashed my Albion. Anyway, end phase, Quem to down. I have so much more gas than them. And because Mirror Jade doesn't resolve its effect, it can do it again. Bad thing is that the only target I had is Albas, so I know at any moment they remove anything from the extra deck, I can summon an Albas and make a fusion with whatever they have on the board. I didn't expect this. They used Black Rose to boom the board. And I was pretty sure they cannot TK me here, so just chilling, Mirror Jade effects. Albion. Get brand new fusion. So I'm trying to bait interactions here. I got my white boy. Tina discarding high spades was lucky. I tried to shuffle this back. They gave me Alpa's back. I know this Fallen the Virtues, and I know this is game. This is too much for them. I made cuts to pop 2, and we just go for the lethal. Fallen here is just to revive in game. Okay, let's go to game number 2. Game number 2, my hand's saying they had an Ash. Again, most probably I will just shotgun my Ash. I need to check where is the correct spot to launch this deck. I guess they side in Fiendsmith. I guess they are siding in Fiendsmith when they know they are going first. They are making a Caesar at this point evenly, but Dragster was too much, so I was trying. Like these two were enough to shut down my hand because this negates a card. They had an Elfnote for sure in the grave, so these will never resolve. So let's go to game 3. Game 3, I start with Branded in High Spirits. I try to bait interactions. I don't know what they have in hand. Purulia, like here. Regina was too soon. They needed to play around Imper by waiting me to summon a monster, then Imper will be useless. But Purulia was good, but this allowed me to summon a Queen from deck and just go plus infinity. I didn't know that they had Harmonia, but do I really care about this at this point? So I made a misplay here. I should have used this one for fusion. Doesn't matter. They don't have like anything too much here. I will just let it play. This is simple things. I throw Rimbram so I can summon Albas, and then summon Ecclesia, and whenever I see the chance, I'll just fusion. So our final games will be against Kewl Tunes. I wanted to show you like a full match, but for some reason Dueling Nexus recording is corrupted. So I will just show you whatever I can. They are going for their combos. I don't know what they're doing. But the thing is that we have an Ash, and this is a great Ash target. I didn't know that he had two. So they're playing. And I didn't use Alpa's effect because they have this one that destroys a monster, so I wanted to remove the big one so they cannot use my Alpas. I knew that if I used the dragon that devours the dogma, they can chain the ghost dogger in the ball to pop my dogma, but everything was a bait, so I can keep pushing and pushing, like giving this here and nothing. They had to Kewl Tune synchro, whatever. We're just going for a game. We know Nibiru is not a card, so that was game number 1. Sadly, this recording is not working. And for us to go game 3, that means I lost game 2, them going first. So we show our Veiler. The hand is bricky. They used Fuga. I gave them 2 draws just to have something to play. Because having a super poly without this card is nothing. They tried to imper my Ecclesia. They had the second imper. Unlucky. They had the lightning storm as well. I pop the lightning storm so I can have a Rimbram in grave and use it for Alpa's effect. I always summon my Queretis early. They gave me a free Mirror Jade. And then they rage quit. Because I don't know if they had many more plays, but they rage quit. But this board has a mirror jade that can send anything. They cannot kill me, and I will have like infinite follow-up for next turn. Let's go back to the deck list and say things that I will have changed. Because Malice is a trend, I think I will remove the droplets and play 3 Lancia instead. And for Lunalight, I think this list having so many hand traps, it's good against it. I think the final list is this. Okay, I hope you learned something. I hope you liked the video. If you have any more suggestions, please let me know. And catch you in the next one. Bye.